button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinion. I am your host, Shawan Burns. In today's video, we are going to discuss Lil Durk. Lil Durk was handed the keys to the city of Chicago, I believe, or one of the suburbs of Chicago. He was handed the keys to the city, and was this a mistake? We're going to talk about that. So also we're going to discuss Sean Diddy Combs. There's some more things that's coming out, new allegations that came out against Sean Diddy Combs since Monday. So, he's been busy. We're going to talk about some of his family that's sticking by his side, really supporting him in this time of him being accused for, they're calling it false allegations. Okay. And we got some other stuff that we want to discuss. So without further ado, we are going to bring our super producer is in the building. Are you with me, Miss Super Producer?
All right.
What up, girl? What's going on?
Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's hump day.
Wednesday is hump day. Are you on the hump or you just climbing up the hump?
Boy, I feel like I'm on the rough side of the mountain.
Rough side of the mountain. You still climbing up the mountain?
Either got me in a chokehold this morning. I'm on the rough side.
And you on the rough side of the mountain.
Okay, of the mountain, because I told you I either need a few more hours in the day or I need an extra day between Sunday and Monday.
Girl, I feel you on that one. It's been rough. It's been rough. We gonna push through.
It's definitely been something, but
it's been something.
I'm climbing up today.
Right.
Okay, I'm climbing up today. If you're in the chat, come on.
Yeah, why y'all not saying nothing in the chat? We got 14 people in the building. I don't see nobody in the chat. Y'all up there stalking us.
Okay,
and not saying nothing. What's going on?
Stop hitting that volume button on the outside. Come on in the inside.
Come on the inside.
Tell us good morning so we can say good morning back and get on with the business of the day.
Let's get on with it.
We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
I know that's right.
Okay.
I know that's right.
Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone that's watching us, everyone that's looking.
Right, lurking on the outside.
Yeah, because we found out last night via the Dalton Mayor that she watches the YouTubers, all of us.
Oh, great. Maybe I'll talk about her today then.
She watches all of us. She's seen the commercials that we be dropping. She want her check.
I seen that commercial y'all been dropping.
She want her check.
Did she see press the subscribe button?
Girl, let me tell you, and I dropped the trailer yesterday. That was unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, if y'all not gonna say good morning, I could play the trailer so y'all can see it.
Yeah, let's see it. You got it queued up.
Good morning, Kevin Walker.
Kevin Walker in the building.
I'm gonna play it so you can see what she was talking about. This is amazing.
I love it.
All of you YouTubers. Here we go.
What you're stating up here is untrue. It's false. For the record, Unique, when was the last time you just sent them the credit card bills that they claiming they never got? Go ahead, Finance Director. Good evening. Go ahead, Tangenique. Yeah, go ahead. And this is our Finance Director, because all the lies y'all tell up here is ridiculous. Can you speak into the mic so they can hear you in the back?
Yeah, the electronic warrant details the credit card payment, all the transactions.
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you. So, as you can see, there's no form, so we will not be having an actual board. I said it, and I was very clear when I said it.
This Friday at 8 p.m.
We'll uncover the dark secrets of Darlene the Ghoul, Tangenique the Goblin, Tiffany the Gremlin, and Cheryl the Ghost. Don't miss it. Or else.
They are all corrupt. Every last one of them up here are corrupt. What's your state?
Everything is allegedly. That's hilarious. I like that. Okay, I like that. It's kind of scary.
Okay, we gonna get into some
Did you call Tiffany the gremlin?
Huh?
Tiffany was the gremlin, or was that Tim?
No,
Tangenique?
that was Tiffany.
Okay, yeah, she reminds me of gremlin. That was dope. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
so and listen, I'm working on something just like that for our show with our greatest hits. Man, I pulled some things, and I already sent you when we already posted one.
Yeah.
Listen, I got some other ones. I
Okay.
couldn't stop laughing last night. I
It was
promise you. I was
hilarious.
like, we both have no sense. While I'm sitting up here talking about the Trumpers, we
It's
both have
say,
no
girl,
sense.
because you get ignorant too. You can't just put it all
Absolutely
on
not.
me.
Miss Boy Eggs in the booty hole. Absolutely. I'm never gonna let you live that down, and I'm never gonna forget it because that is insane. Okay.
That was
Still,
crazy.
nobody wants to say good morning. Good morning,
Okay,
Kevin Walker. What's so glad
Kevin's in the building. We glad Kevin's
I don't know
saying
what happened
something.
to Toy Mafia, but if anybody knows Toy Mafia, I'm sending y'all out for a wellness check because we haven't seen them in a couple of days. Tony Beauty, if you're watching from England, good evening to you. I think it's evening for you. All right, well, we're gonna get into the business then, since y'all don't want to speak this morning. It is
Yeah.
hump day, so everybody might be climbing up the rough side of the mountain.
Yeah, everybody might be on the rough side.
All right, so this is you. You said this is about Lil Durk.
Yeah, Lil Durk was handed the keys to the city not too long ago. I think it was a couple of days ago.
Mm.
From the Bellwood mayor Andre Harvey,
Mm.
and they're saying that Friday, October the 18th, he received the keys to the city from Broadview Mayor Katrina Thompson,
Mhm.
okay, and Bellwood Mayor Andrew Harvey.
Mm.
And reason why I wanted to highlight this is because Little Durk is he was friends, I guess, King Von. I don't know if you're familiar with him. King Von, he was supposedly his protege, but they were running buddies basically. I don't know what gang affiliation they were in, but a lot of his music in King Von has known to have bodies attached to his name.
Mm.
And I wanted to pose a question to the audience. And we were talking about this last Monday. Are we normalizing deviance in our community? Meaning, are we praising the culture of violence, sexual predation, if that's a word? I just made up that word. Look at my brain up there making up words.
Crazy clip. I can't wait to see the captions come up with that word.
Just the sexual deviant behavior. I don't want to learn, no education type behavior, just drugs, alcohol, are we normalizing and praising this type of behavior? And reason why I'm bringing Little Durk up, not only King Von, back in 2020, King Von was known, where they said he was affiliated with this other guys, and he's a rapper, I guess a rival rapper or a gang member, and he was attached to that murder.
Mm.
So if you play this first clip, this is his first clip accepting the keys to the cities, these two cities, and then the following clip is about uh little Dirk being sued from the family of the other rapper.
That's gonna be the Twitter X one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me play this. Hold on, let me take this. Sorry.
This key is a token of our appreciation for your collaboration and partnership on today's day, October 18, 2024. Let this key keep you humble, let this key set you strong, and let this key enlighten all of our young people, our broad young scholars, we're here because of them. So we thank you and we honor you and we appreciate you being in the world of Broadway and being with you.
Let's get them.
Hello.
And what is your
And so you trying to tell me that that good brother that was dressed in the Muslim garb
Mm-hmm.
is attached to some criminal activity?
Criminal activity, and they're saying the suit alleges that the superstar Little Durk and his late protege King Von and a handful of high-profile record labels monetized the killing of FBG Duck in
Mm.
August of 2020.
So this is this clip you setting up here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
It's been 4 years since Chicago rapper FBG Duck was killed, and his mother's pain is still raw.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about him and the life that was taken from him.
FBG Duck, whose real name was Carlton Weekly, was gunned down on the Gold Coast by a group of masked men as he waited to enter the Dolce & Gabbana store August of 2020. His girlfriend, Cache Williams, and another man also wounded in the attack. They joined Weekly's mother in filing a lawsuit Wednesday, alleging rap superstar Lil Durk had a hand in the gang-related killing, wanting to take out Weekly. Their years-long rivalry playing out in a series of violent drill rap songs.
Our complainant law lays out that a $100,000 bounty was placed on the life of FBG Duck to have him killed.
The lawsuit names a wide-ranging list of defendants, including Lil Durk, his record label, Only the Family, or OTF, and other larger labels that partnered with OTF, like Sony and UMG Interscope. Attorney Roosevelt Allen saying the larger labels welcome artists engaging in criminal activity, putting profit over human life.
They want authenticity, which has bred these type of individuals getting in the music business, carrying out their activities, and the record label companies are fueling it, financing it, developing brands for them.
Earlier this year, 6 purported gang members were convicted of carrying out Weekly's murder. Allen saying with this lawsuit, he hopes others who knowingly promoted violence will be held accountable.
That's where it crosses the line, when you take it from the music and you take it to the public and the streets and you kill someone.
We contacted representatives for Lil Durk, Sony, and UMG Interscope Records, but have not received a response.
So this is really upsetting to me as I see it. I know we can't blame hip hop culture and I guess gangster rap music for other people's actions. However, this ties into King Von and Little Durk in those rival gangs. They go around, talking about what they did or what they're going to do to their rival gangs or whoever they deem as their enemies. So this article is just basically explaining about the rapper um, FBG Duck's moms that's suing Little Durk and King Von's estate over the son's brazen killing at the Gold Coast. And Gold Coast is you're familiar with it. It's just a strip of high end um, retail stores.
Child, it's raggedy looking now. I wouldn't
It
even call
is
it Gold Coast.
okay. I haven't been
A
there.
lot of stores have left,
Left it.
and
Okay.
a lot of stores are being looted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cash and grabs and
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff, and um, windows being crashed in after hours, and getting looted in that way. So yeah, but I do know I am familiar. I've been on the Gold Coast, so
Okay.
um, for me, wow, um. If they filed the lawsuit, this is a civil lawsuit,
Yeah.
so the
Yeah.
burden of proof is on them. So
Mhm.
hopefully the mother and, her team of lawyers, have, the evidence that it
Mhm.
will take, to win. My question is, I know you posed your question, are we promoting violence, to our community by promoting these rappers? My question is, what is this going to do to the industry as far as um, it being further scrutinized? Because now you have Diddy, entangled in what he's entangled in. Um, is it going to put a stronger microscope? Are we going to be looking more closely at these record companies and these independent labels and these artists who promote violence and predatory acts in their music? Is is that
Yeah.
is that what we're um, going to be doing? Will these rappers' lyrics be able to be used against them in a court of law?
Well, they have been
I
in
mean,
prior
as a precedent,
uh
I mean, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So as a rapper, you're really gonna be censored if there is some radical change that begins to happen through these cases, is what I'm, you know.
Yeah, and I think the only change or radical change that can happen is only if uh, the victims hold the record label responsible. They have to put the onerous on the record label. If not, hey, we just produce the music. We have nothing to do with that.
But they do just produce the music. They don't really have anything to do
Well,
with
yeah,
the lyrics that they write. And at
but
the end of the day, music
they
is
approve
business.
it, right?
It's a business though.
But listen, they approve the music.
I'm listening to you. It's a business. These rappers are artists.
Okay.
This is their alleged. This could be their real life that they're rapping about. I don't know. Are we going into censoring art? Is that what we're going into? Because this is going to be the question that's going to be put on the floor.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So, I mean,
but
going
if
back to the
you're
record label company, do they really have anything to do there? At the end of the day, they're a business. They have an artist. He's made money. This particular artist, when the artists come to them, they're gonna already be established as music that people listen to.
right,
So they're gonna have a certain amount.
or maybe not, or maybe
Well,
not.
it's
Look at
very rare.
sexy red.
Well, she had a lot of YouTube views. What people don't know about her is she was on YouTube prior to getting signed, and she had
But
low.
reason why she had YouTube views is not because she had a fan base, it's because people were laughing at her, how
Absolutely not.
ridiculous she said. Well,
Absolutely
then
not.
why did she cancel all her concerts? Because nobody was buying her tickets.
Now nobody was buying her tickets because for me, her 15 minutes was up. That's for me. This 15 minutes has really lasted longer than it should have. But she had a small following. It's like the rap that they listen to in her area. So she was known in her area, and she
Okay,
had
I
anything
understand that,
done
but she
to
wasn't
correlate with
known.
it
She wasn't known. Um,
like she is now. No.
yeah, because they propped her up to be known.
I mean, well, that's the goal. I mean, when you're online, let me see. Kevin is talking to us today.
Okay, let's see.
I've been listening to gangster rap all my 36 years of life, and I have never killed someone. I was taught right from wrong. Okay,
Okay,
he's answering your question about.
I'm not saying you or Kevin. I'm saying King Von and Little Durk are known affiliates of, a gang
Now, I'm answering the
affiliation.
question that you asked before you started talking about this.
Okay,
The
what was?
question was about, are we promoting
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so I feel like he's saying he's listened to gangster rap all his life, or
Mhm.
what he say, 36 years of
Mhm.
his life,
Mhm.
and he's never killed anyone.
Okay.
So he says he was taught right from wrong. So I'm guessing he feels like um this can't promote anything to him because he was raised, not to do those things that they rapping about.
Okay.
Um,
So, but why do we have such violence in inner city neighborhoods? That's my question. I can't say it's just rap. We could say, okay, parenting and all that, lack of fatherhood, lack of community and all that
I
stuff.
don't have any of those
But
for that. For me, it is very much so the lack of opportunity um, in these low income neighborhoods. Um, it is very much so the hands off approach by the government for me.
I gotta push
Um,
back. So you don't think we are responsible for our children?
you just said, now you just said, all of the being raised and not having a parent, all of that to the side.
Okay.
So if we're not taking that into account, then my argument is there is very much so a lack of opportunity in the low income and black and brown neighborhoods.
Okay.
For me, um, also, um, when it comes to financial and funding, um, I also feel like it's very tough. It's very tough for the black and brown neighborhoods to receive funding. And when you do receive the funding, there is so much red tape that you have to go through. Now, granted, the red tape comes behind some of the things that we do, um, like the taking of the PPP loans and not using them correctly. But it, it if you go to the low
Are
income.
we saying, okay, I get what you're saying, lack of funding in our communities, less we do have less social programs versus if we look at 20 years ago. But I'm trying to like pin down reason why I posed the question. Not okay, we listen to the music. We're not going to deny that. Oh, we listen to this music.
I actually never heard none of these FBG Duck.
What this is what because this is not our era. Even Kevin Walker. These kids are different. This is why I'm saying these kids are different. And then when you say, "Oh, I'm going to give you the keys to the city," oh, he's okay.
I mean, are they different because of the time that they grew up in? Now, I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah. I
out
think
here
the
in
time they grew
Chicago,
up in and less
you get shot up
parenting.
in the middle of the day.
What you say now?
I said out here in Chicago, you can get shot up in the middle of the day.
Yeah, you can.
These people do not give two about what time of the day it is out here. So,
Well, we
is it
know that
because
FBG got caught up
they
broad
have early
daylight.
morning?
Yeah, broad daylight.
Yeah. So,
So
is it because of their environment? Is it um because at the end of the day, you can raise your child to be good and everything, but they've got to go out here in this world. And when they become adults, you don't control who they come in contact with. You don't control who they become friends with.
well, the King Von before he was 18, he had bodies attached to him. These King Von was young when he died.
And I'm still gonna say, mothers gotta work, fathers gotta work. So,
Okay.
it's gonna stand the reason that these children, now I'm not gonna say gonna be unsupervised, because they could be at a friend's house being supervised, and that parent allows their child to go out and do whatever. You see what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
But for me, that is the question. Is it because of the environment that they grew up in? Now, this is not my time. This is not your time. I grew up in a time where if you walking down the street and you was doing something you wasn't supposed to do, I mean, a neighbor would come out the house and say, your mama don't want you doing that. And by the time you get home, your mama already know
What
what
you
you did.
did.
See what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
we don't live in those times anymore. We live in a time where people now minding their business, shutting their doors, even closing their blinds, because they not finna tell nobody else's child nothing because of the amount of violence that is going on out here now.
So do we hold still should Little Durk receive the key to the city? Are we saying it's okay for him to be like that even though he's a product of his environment? Is it okay for him to be like this? That's the reasoning of my question.
I
If
mean,
we're saying we're going to give this man keys to the city, you're just solidifying or saying, hey, this is okay that you're this way.
are
As
you
long as
though? I
you,
mean, do you know what this man is doing for those cities? He could be doing things
so
in the
it's okay to kill people as long as you're putting back into the community.
now.
That's what I'm getting at.
Allegedly, all of these things that you're saying are alleged.
All this,
Because the
exactly.
man haven't been indicted or brought up on any type of charges.
Okay.
So for me, the reason that he received the key to the city is because he's doing something in the
Okay.
city, giving back to the city or whatever he's doing. I don't know because I don't live in Bellwood, and like I said, I don't follow Lil Durk, but he may be doing things in those communities, that warrant him to receive the key to the city.
But is it okay?
Mm.
Young Diddy. Okay, let's just bring Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy received the keys to the city last year, and now he's indicted on all these drug trafficking, sex trafficking, and all that stuff.
Right.
Are
And
we saying it's okay as long as he does stuff for the community until it's
I
not okay?
I feel like the reason why they gave him the key to the city was because of something that he did
But
for the city.
are we saying it's okay? Okay, we're gonna ignore that this guy is and we could say Sean Diddy Combs, people
Y'all
knew
get in these comments and go off.
people knew about what he was doing, right? Let's not play, okay.
Okay, people
Oh,
knew,
we didn't, oh, they never
certain
brought any
people knew.
charges up on him. So he out of sight, out of mind. That's what you're trying to say.
No,
Oh, he
I'm not
never was
trying to
brought
say
up in
anything.
charges.
You
So
unhinged on me.
out of sight, out of mind. It's okay. He donated whatever money so he could sleep with little boys and traffic girls and
I got a question
take their
for you. If
innocence.
you give somebody something, let's say you give somebody an award, okay? You have an organization, you have a nonprofit, a charity,
Mhm.
and you had P. Diddy come. You didn't know anything, but you didn't go to P. Diddy parties. You didn't do anything. You know that he donated to your charity. He showed up at an event you asked him to show up at. He provided whatever you asked him to provide for the charity.
Usually,
You
but
gave
usually
them,
back in the day, they wouldn't just give people awards. They do a research. They do a background
I don't
on the
think in your
person.
research at that time that you would have given him this award, that you would have found all of those things.
Uh,
Because
have
that
you
was
seen Kevin Hart's new series on Peacock?
actually have not. No.
Okay, watch the series. You'll get what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm asking the question. You
Okay.
don't know any of these things because these things are not in the publications. Nobody has said anything. You
But
get your award.
look, okay, so we know King Von and Lil Durk were associated. They were boys. They in rap videos together. King Von, before he died, he was on trial for a couple of bodies. I don't know if I don't know if they released him from jail or whatever. I got to go back to the story to refresh my memory. But they were known associates, not even known associates. They were homeboys. They ran in the same gang affiliation.
Okay, so
We're
because
in
I know,
Chicago. You
because I know
know,
somebody,
okay.
because
No. Gang affiliation. It's not because I know my brother. My brother was a leader in the Black Gangster Disciple. Just because I know him, that don't mean I'm a gang member.
okay, exactly.
But we know Lil Durk is a gang member. That's what I'm saying. It's not
I
like
mean, how
it
do
was
we
a
know this?
hidden thing,
I don't know Lil Durk. So how do we know this?
because they talk about it in their videos and they rap music. They were running boys.
Good morning, Q. Out of the DFW. I'm so glad that you popped in right on time because you know
But Q probably gonna
craziness is
agree with
going on
me
right
on
now.
this one
You came
because
right down.
we talked about King Von on my other channel.
Yes, I'm.
But what
still
I'm getting at is just because he's never been convicted of a crime, that doesn't mean, oh, we need to praise
But that's
this
a very
guy.
important fact. I mean,
See,
you are making me feel like that
okay.
you believe that you are guilty until proven innocent. When it's
Okay,
actually you're innocent
should Tiffany
until proven
receive
guilty.
an award?
Huh?
Should Tiffany Henry receive an award?
Now all her stuff is out in the publications. Why would that be a yes?
No, but she's never
Right.
been convicted of a crime, no.
You comparing apples to oranges.
No,
You
she's
have-
never been convicted of a crime.
Baby,
You
the
know
Lori Lightfoot
of Tiffany
report
before
determined
they even
that piece of don't deserve
see
more.
see, because you know her. You
No,
know her.
I know her because the Lori Lightfoot report.
Listen,
No.
before Lori Lightfoot report, should Tiffany take Lori Lightfoot report? We don't know anything
No,
about
because
Lori Lightfoot report.
even before
Should
Lightfoot was a thing, she was already acting crazy. The month after she
this
was
is what
sworn
I'm saying about Lil Durk. This is what
to-
I'm saying. It's the same thing. Just because you haven't read up on it.
How is it the same thing? Because first of all, I feel like you're comparing apples to oranges. You comparing
Little
bodies
Durk
to
at
money.
oh my God. So see, this is what I'm saying. You're commenting on these things and you're not knowledgeable about Little Durk. You're more knowledgeable about Tiffany Henry because
asked you a question, though.
you've been listening to the news.
I asked you a question, and I actually live here in Illinois, but
Yeah.
I asked you a question. I said, you're comparing stealing money two bodies. That's what we doing.
And that's a I think this is a valid comparison because you just said Tiffany Henyard doesn't deserve a award, and she's not
No, she
even
doesn't.
tainted with
What would
bodies.
she be getting? She ain't got the key to the
Humanitarian award.
or what?
She gives out food.
She don't give out food.
She
The
pays
food
light bills.
depository give out food.
She pays light bills.
She don't pay light bills. The residents pay the light bill.
She gives out free parties.
What free parties? Because the residents paid for that in the budget in 2023.
Lil Durk been out here for a minute.
Right. So okay. So Q, because you came in late, and I don't want you to have to rewind. This is Shawan, because I don't really listen to Lil Durk. I don't really listen to gang affiliated rappers or any type of gangster rap now. This gangster rap, I don't listen to that. So she's saying that Lil Durk received the keys to the city of Bellwood, Illinois, and Broadview. Is it Broadview?
Broadview, yeah.
Broadview, Illinois. Those two cities. This past weekend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And she is saying because Q already said what? And she is saying because he has bodies associated with him, allegedly, because the man has not been indicted, he's not been convicted of anything, that he should not have received the keys to the city. And I
didn't say that. I said, are we normalizing deviance, basically?
I believe you said that he didn't deserve the keys to the city.
No, I didn't say. I said, are we praising violence? Are we praising that type of culture?
And I said to you, what is he doing in the city? Have we seen him do any violence? He's not been brought up on any charges. He's not been indicted or anything. I'm not saying that he's never done anything.
And I said, just because you ain't never been indicted, that don't mean you haven't did anything.
Okay.
I think people of Bellwood, even this young lady that's suing Lil Durk and King Von's estate, there are known gang affiliations. Just because you never been indicted, that don't mean you're not a gangster.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand. So you're saying because they are known, allegedly, because like I said, I'm not gonna get into that because he said, man, giving the keys, let me put this up. Giving the keys to this dude to the city means someone is paid off for sure. That's why I asked her, what is he doing in the community? That the mayors of these two communities felt like they wanted to give him the keys to the city.
He has somebody.
And she said her question is, are we promoting violence? I don't feel like this man is showing these communities violence. So that is why he got the keys to the city, because he's not showing them violence. He's not been involved in any violence in these cities. I'm not going to say he's not ever been involved in violence because I don't know that. I'm just saying.
I think
what I'm saying.
I think you're being disingenuous
really
in your answers. Yeah,
how?
because you're saying like even Puff Daddy. I'm just giving you an example. Puff Daddy, violent. Hey, he drugs people. He's a sexual predator. He had those people paid off, but they still acknowledged him and gave him the keys to the city until something happened okay. And then the mayor was talking about taking the keys to the city back. They knew Puff Daddy been around in the streets so long. He had people paid off. You can't tell me that he didn't have people paid off. They knew about him. Are we praising deviance, sexual deviance, gang violent deviants? Are we praising that? Are we just ignoring that so the people will be like, oh, he gave a bunch of money to the boys and girls club, and it's okay that he raped these people because he gave money to the girls and boys club?
I feel like that would
Just
imply.
because he did not, and he wasn't in any charges or whatever prior to him getting these keys to the city, but they knew about it. K.
K.
Michelle,
Michelle
he
says
has definitely been engaged in
engaged in
violence
violence
and
and lots
lots
of
of
it.
it. It's a fact.
And I
Yeah.
just told you, are we talking he's been indicted? I'm just
I'm
asking
t-
questions because I need to
we're
fully
the
understand.
community. Before the government steps in, we should step in for our own people. We can't just say, hey, the government didn't never indict him, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna come to your house and spray up the house and oh, Shawan's a great person, she's on YouTube. They never indicted her, but you know that I came to your house and caused all this mess. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, we're just gonna turn a blind eye because the government never stepped in.
And I said, maybe he is not showing these two communities violence. Maybe he's trying to turn a corner. I don't know.
Oh, he probably is trying to turn a corner. I'm not gonna deny that. But are you turning the corner fast enough? And then does that excuse the amount of violence you already wreaked havoc on the city?
And my thing is,
So
if he's been involved with all of this violence, he needs to be put away. He needs to be put away. And like Q said, if he got the keys to the city, somebody's being paid off somewhere.
I have a picture of him and the old mayor
Which old man?
of Chicago, the old mayor
Lori
of
Lightfoot?
Chicago, and Kim Worthy.
Lori
There's
Lightfoot or
Lori Lightfoot. There's a picture of him, Lori Lightfoot, the new mayor, um, Kim. What's her name? Kim Worthy, or what's
Q?
your
I agree with that. I agree with that.
what's the prosecutor that's, I think she's not running for another term. I don't know
Kim
if she's
Foxx.
Kim Foxx. He's with Kim Foxx, and
Q,
he's at this
this right
event.
here, this right here, okay? We cannot blame anybody but our own community for this being the reality.
Okay, so you're retracting that last statement.
No, I'm not retracting. I'm not retracting the last statement.
Okay,
I'm
because you
saying
saying the
you're
government,
asking the
and then you
question.
said
You're
now it's us.
you're asking the question,
Okay.
are we promoting it? At the same time, we're not getting rid of it. Because when the police say, contact us on the tip line,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or if you know who did this,
And we
tell
say,
us.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So like I said, then what do you have? You have the court of law. If y'all are not, if these people, like I said, because I don't really know too much about this, young man. If y'all are not gonna turn these people in and do what it takes to get them off the street, and like Q said, he has a clean rap sheet when it comes to the government. Okay? Clean rap sheet. His street rap sheet, as y'all are saying, is not clean.
This is what I'm getting at. We're saying, and this is why I asked you, are you retracting your last statement? We are the community. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. Correct? Is that your statement, or
My
do
statement,
you agree with that statement?
my statement
Our
is,
community is not doing what we supposed to do.
the community
Uh-huh.
needs to
Hold him accountable,
pick
right?
a side. Are they going to listen to this music, or are they going to get rid of this music? As it stands for me right now, they listening to it and they rocking with it because they're not getting rid of this violence and these things that they know are going on in their communities. And so hence, this is the reason why you have this gentleman getting the key to the city. If it's up to us and we don't do
Do
anything,
you
I don't know if that means everybody. For me, I don't feel like everybody promotes or is in support of this type of music or behavior, or even in support of him getting the key to the city.
okay, so do you agree with this statement? Local officials are the community. Local government
When I say,
officials
listen,
are
when
the
I was talking
community.
about government, I was talking about local government. You know, it starts with you going to your local police department and reporting what you
Take out the police. I'm going to take out the police department.
Okay, well,
I'm talking about community leaders as far as
it
the mayor,
right.
city council.
It starts right there with them encouraging people to come forward.
Are they considered the community?
Do I feel like they're considered the community?
Yeah, your local officials, are they considered the community?
Yeesh. That's a hard question for me because I feel like most of these politicians, they're not invested in the community. They're invested in their career.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of the decisions that they make sometimes are not in the best interest of the residents, but they are in the best interest of their career, of them propelling themselves forward. So I can't even say that they definitely are the start of the community. They should be the people that are held accountable in the community. But so far as I have seen, you can't even trust them in the community because
Okay.
they are not making decisions
For the community.
that would benefit the
Okay.
residents.
Okay.
They do not do that. And they talk all of that stuff while they're running. Oh, I'm going to bring jobs to the community. Oh, we're going to bring grants to the community. Oh, and at the end of the day, you're still looking for these jobs and these grants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I see what
it's
you're saying.
very hard for
To
me to be like,
Yeah,
okay,
they're
I
part of
don't
the
understand
community.
why they gave him the key to the city, but I do because it propels them forward.
Okay.
Campaign contributions from Lil Durk.
From the Lil Durk. Okay. 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 I agree with that. I agree with that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see
So
what you're
yes, I do agree that your mayors, your aldermans, your council people, yes, these are all your local community leaders, and these are the people who should be setting the precedent. But how? How can we trust them when they don't even do?
They don't.
But
They're not invested in the community.
they're
Yeah.
not bringing things to their community that they know will propel their community forward. They're bringing things that will propel
Propel
them
them
forward.
forward. Okay. All right.
And that's the lobbyist in me talking.
Oh, okay. I
You know what I'm
agree
saying?
with that. I agree with that statement.
So that's why I feel like this happened. I don't feel like it's promoting for the community. If y'all are sitting here telling me that the community knows this man's history, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I don't feel like the community was like, yes, do this, and that they asked them. No.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you said, he could have came in and opened up a boys and girls club in that community that they wanted, that the mayor and the council wanted.
And they
He
gave
coulda
them the
came
keys to the city.
Right. He could have
Mhm.
came and donated to some pantry or some area that was deficient that they couldn't get funding for. And he came in and stepped in, and there you have it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, do I think the community is promoting violence? As far as the residents, no, I don't.
Okay. Okay.
But as far as these elected officials,
Maybe.
they
You
not
can say
promoting
so.
violence. They
They
promoting
promote
themselves.
themselves. Yeah.
It's a photo op
Mhm.
until it's not. You see what I'm saying? So, um, they're going to claim plausible deniability as well. You know, if something were to happen and this young man was to get indicted, I guarantee you we're gonna get the statement.
And
We
they're
didn't
gonna take
know
his
any
key.
of this.
They're gonna look. They're gonna take his key.
We
Oh,
didn't know any of
we're
this. Right,
taking
we
this
didn't know
key.
any of this, and we're gonna be taking our kids to the
The
city back.
Aquarius, Rashawn Davis. I'm just making up his name. I don't know if his
Yeah,
name is
like
Aquarius.
we would absolutely not promote
But
violence in our
yeah, we
community.
don't promote or condone violence in
Yeah,
our
but you will
neighborhood.
promote taking a campaign contribution.
Yeah,
You'll promote that.
yeah.
So, you know, that kind of
Um,
is what it is. Oh, am I up next?
yeah. So
For me, I think this is all unfortunate. For me, black men are on the endangered species list.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
you just right there. That's 4. That's 4 black men right there. Is it 4? Yeah. Wait. King
What do you
Von,
mean, King Von,
FBG Duck, Lil Durk.
Lil Durk? That's 3.
Oh, 3. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
3. That's
Mm-hmm.
3 black men right there. That you know.
Is lost. Well, Lil Durk, we might have hope for him since
I mean, he may be
maybe
trying
he's
to
trying
turn
to
a
turn the
corner.
corner.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
may be trying to turn a corner. With
Mm-hmm.
this and seeing, the things that's happening to Diddy and some of the other things that are going on. He may be like, oh no, I'm finna do this for real.
And he just, I think he just turned 30. So once you make it out in that, hey, I'm 30 now. Maybe he's like, oh my God, I
I
made it
feel
to
like,
30.
do men go
Let
through
me
midlife
just.
crisis like women do?
Oh yeah, they do. They do. And I think and I'm not a man, of course, but based off my observation, I know some men get kind of anxious at 30. Like they'll look up and say, "Oh, what the hell am I doing?"
Right.
You
And I
know.
think he may be having that moment.
And
He
then
could
at
be having
50, I think
that moment.
at 50 they have another moment.
Q said, yes, we do.
Hmm.
Okay, Q.
Yeah.
You said it, because child, I don't know. I'm not a man. But
Hmm.
maybe he is, and maybe he is seeing all of the violence that is going on in Chicago as of late.
And he doesn't
Um
want. He
and
wants to make a change in the city.
yeah, or
Hmm.
he has children and now
Hmm.
it hit
Thinking
that
like,
30 midlife crisis and said,
I don't want this for my kids.
what am I doing? Because
Hmm.
you know, do I want this to be the legacy for my kids that I'm gonna leave them too soon? Because can't nobody raise your kids like you can raise your kids. So
Hmm.
that may be something that he is struggling with and trying
Hmm.
to turn, and maybe he brought that to those mayors and they were like, okay, well, we're about accepting change in this community and second chances or whatever. And they felt like he must have started talking to them about doing things in the community, because you don't just give people keys to the city and they not doing nothing.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I would have to find out what he's doing. He may have done, a fair. I know that Bellwood is getting built up and doing a lot of things over there, and so is Broadview. Um, that mayor, I think the lady mayor, I think her name is Katrina or something like that.
Yeah, it's
I know that
Katrina.
she is a very good mayor, and she has been doing a lot of things to propel that Broadview area forward. So maybe
Yeah.
that was the conversation. I feel that everyone can change, but it has to be shown by that individual. Right, Q. And so I feel like maybe this is where he's trying to show that. And because he has such a big platform and a large following, maybe he can change some other people's lives. You know, maybe he can have some other people change, I don't know. But y'all get in these comments and let's talk about Shawan's question. Her question was, are we promoting this? Are we promoting this in the community by staying silent? By continuing to buy these people music, give them views when they come to, have these block parties, because sometimes they, block off the street and they have block parties and whatnot. I don't know, but I see a lot of y'all on the social media out there at these concerts and whatnot. I believe Sexy Red was just here in Chicago.
She was with that Lil Durk concert. They was
Mhm.
just and I'm just looking at some of these social media posts. I'm not for sure where this is at. It might be on Facebook or Instagram. It says, for what all he's done is promote gang wars and death. Somebody said Chicago is doomed. Stop glorifying rappers.
And that was on one of the posts about him getting the key to the city.
Yeah, that's one of the posts.
And so
They're saying they could have given it to a black doctor, lawyer, or scientist.
that
You know,
just
so
proves I had to put this up, mortalize it in this video. I agree with you on that. So thank you. That just proves what I said. It is the community promoting it? No, I don't think that's the community. It's who I said it was. And for all of those monetary reasons, money talks out here.
hmm
Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is my topic, which is the Abercrombie and Fitch ex-CEO. He stepped down right after P. Diddy was indicted. So you asked me the question, was it related? Right?
Yeah, well, yeah, was it
So
related?
no,
Okay.
allegedly.
Okay.
However, the stories are the same. These men are saying that they were invited to parties and given drug-laced drinks and then taken advantage of.
Really?
We get ready to watch this press conference with another fine brother from New York. My God, today, child, I might have to move to New York. I'm finna give up my Illinois residency because, baby, these men's,
But they different in New York though.
these high value.
They
Listen,
they different. They hardcore.
I have a cousin who moved from Harlem to Brooklyn, so I frequent New York, so I know all about these
Yeah,
New
they
York.
hardcore. They
But
real
listen,
manly man.
uh,
You gonna get you a man.
I'm going over the rough side of the mountain today.
uh-uh.
All right, we're gonna check out this press conference.
Good afternoon. I'm Breon Peace, the United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York. Thank you all for joining us today. With me today are James Dennehy, Assistant Director in charge of the FBI's New York Field Office.
Good Lord,
We have Deputy Chief Carlos Ortiz, Commanding Officer of the NYPD Special Victims Unit. And we have my office's outstanding prosecution team, Aaron Reed, Megan Farrell, and Philip Pilmar. We're here today to announce the arrest and charging
Why
of 3
you smiling?
defendants. Former CEO
You
of
like-
Abercrombie and Fitch, Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson on charges of sex trafficking and engaging in interstate prostitution. Powerful individuals for too long have trafficked and abused for their own sexual pleasure young people with few resources and a dream. A dream
Wait a minute, y'all. Did y'all see his name? His name is Breon Peace.
of
Child.
securing a successful career in fashion or entertainment. To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called casting couch system, this case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison. The message from today's prosecution is clear. Sexually exploiting vulnerable human beings is a crime, and doing so by dangling dreams of a future in fashion or modeling or any other business is no different. My office and our law enforcement partners will always prioritize standing up for victims, no matter their gender and no matter how powerful the wrongdoers think they are. We will hold them to account. As we allege in the indictment, between 1992 and 2014, Michael Jeffries was the chief executive officer of Abercrombie and Fitch. Abercrombie was a widely known clothing retailer with stores around the world. Aspiring fashion models knew that a place on one of Abercrombie's iconic ads could be the ticket to success in the modeling industry. But while Jeffries was the CEO of one of the most recognizable clothing retailers in the world, he was using his power, his wealth, and his influence to traffic men for his own sexual pleasure and that of his romantic partner, Matthew Smith. The charging documents describe in graphic and disturbing detail the violent and exploitive acts these defendants perpetrated, for which they will now face justice in a court here in the Eastern District of New York. So here's what's alleged in the indictment. Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him. Following the tryouts with Jacobson, Smith would often then personally approve whether the men who were selected would meet Jeffries and Smith. The defendants would fly the selected men to Jeffries and Smith's homes in the Hamptons in New York City or to hotels around the world in such places as England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's for the purpose of attending events to engage in commercial sex. But beyond simply hiring men for sex, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson used force, fraud, and coercion to traffic those men for their own sexual gratification. For example, as alleged, the defendants employed a referral system and an interview process that did not inform the men of the details of the sex events before they attended, including the full extent and nature of the sexual activity that would be required of the men at these events. They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers. Smith and Jeffries employed a secret staff to operate these sex events. The staff ensured that the men signed non-disclosure agreements and handed over their personal items, such as their phones, before the start of the events to maintain the secrecy of these events. The defendants caused the men to believe that not complying with requests for certain acts, sex acts during the events, could harm their careers. The defendants pressured the men to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the sex events.
Child, wait, child.
This is crazy.
Child, just wait.
I don't understand it.
Child. I'm sitting here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting here. And if I didn't know that I was talking about the Abercrombie and Fitch man,
You would have
tell
thought
me
you
how-
was talking about Sean Diddy Combs.
Now, this is the first time we on the same page today.
That's crazy.
Okay. Did you hear what he said when you asked me, was this related to the Diddy case? And I said, officially, no.
Mm-hmm.
But allegedly, I would say yes. Because are you hearing what he is saying about what they had a staff? Somebody vetted them. Then they was flown. These things was set up. Sound like to me they trying to get RICO and they trying to get sex trafficking.
But you know they let him out on bond.
But the bond was $10 million. And
Yeah.
I would expect them to let him out on bond because he's white.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting at. Like, why didn't? I mean, I'm not saying Diddy deserve to be out on bond, but
No, and I think that Diddy's added layer was the
of
age.
violence.
No, the age.
Okay, of the age.
The
Okay.
age of the victims.
Okay.
When in this case we're talking about fully grown adults.
Grown men, yeah.
So I think that, but are you hearing?
He had a whole prostitution wing.
And baby, let me tell you, that suit is suiting.
Yeah, he
sitting
looked
here,
nice.
I'm trying to pay attention, but Breon Peace.
You sorry.
Okay, sir.
Breon, he look like he's married.
Don't you are such a hater. Lord,
I
have
mean,
mercy.
he just looks like a guy that strikes
Lord
me.
have mercy.
I'm
You
married.
can't think of nobody but yourself because you married and you stuck in whatever. Child, mind your business while I have my time. You will ruin the wet dream, Jesus. But yeah, like
I know
I'm
it
just
was the blood. I know it was.
absolutely not. Because how did Jesus get here?
I don't know.
Oh, well, he did get hit by an angel.
Jesus always
But
is
the
in
rest
the
of the
room.
folks didn't. His mom and daddy didn't. But so listening to this,
That's crazy,
and
right?
listen, these New York prosecutors, I mean, these New York, attorneys and stuff,
Attorneys, yeah.
they not messing around. Do you hear me? If you live in New York and you doing something you ain't got no business, get out. Because they are coming for you. Okay? Did you hear him? He said, absolutely not will we have you think that because you have money and you run in these circles that you won't be prosecuted because you
Yeah,
will.
it seemed like they cleaning house in New York. They ain't playing no games, right?
Listen, I don't know who's tired of the sexual deviance in New York because it's been there a long time. But baby,
Yeah.
they sick good. Do you hear me? I'm feeling like whoever's tired of this didn't get invited to the party. They was almost like, the uncool kids.
Or maybe they were invited and they were disgusted about it.
That too. I don't know. But I'm feeling like whoever is doing this, they sick of it. They like, listen, I'm sick of it. Because I went over there and put the holy water and that didn't work. I took the cross and that didn't work. So now I'm just going to have to put them under the jail. Because for me, that's what he's saying that they about to do. $10 million. $10 million.
Mm. Well, I got a question, and maybe this is an ignorant question. He paid, and I believe Diddy paid his victims too. But it sounds like some of the guys knew what was up, and then the people that they recruited, some of them didn't know and did know. I wonder how they were forced to do the do.
No, he said they were given drinks just like at the Diddy party.
Okay, so he basically subdued them
Yeah, he said that
so
they were
they won't
giving,
fight.
so they were not in control of their faculties. It was almost like, they're in a drug fog induced state and but they're participating. There are drugs that can make you
More compliant and
yeah,
not
there are
not out.
hallucinogens,
Yeah,
and he named one of them.
one of them. Okay.
He named one of them.
Mhm.
But girl, like just the thing when he said that these particular ones had no idea, they thought that they were
We're
being
going for a modeling cast, right?
yes,
That's
yes,
crazy, right?
yes. I was like, okay, that's odd. But do you hear how they had the one person that was recruiting everybody, and then they had the staff of people to take care of, flying and all of that stuff. Child, wait a minute, let me see, because I think this get worse.
He said
And
poppers.
they required the presence of staff during the sexual activity and ensured that the men did not leave the sex events until Jeffries and Smith decided that the sessions were over.
Girl, that's almost like kidnapping.
Also, as alleged, on more than one occasion, Jeffries and Smith either directed others to inject or personally injected men with an erection-inducing substance for the purpose of causing the men to engage in sex acts the men were incapable of engaging in or unwilling to engage.
Girl, wait a minute. Wait.
He gave him Viagra.
But it was injected. And my thing is, this ain't over. Like, this right here, we're going to get another press conference. I bet you. If not today, this afternoon, tomorrow. You know why I'm saying that?
Mm-hmm. Because
what doctor signed off on these drugs and where did they get them from? They finna go after whoever done that.
Yeah. I mean, but that's same with Puff Daddy. How many barbiturate drugs he had? Like how on the grand scheme of things, how are you getting an endless supply of these GHB drugs or narcotics?
Yeah, but that's not because now you're alluding to the fact that Big Pharma is somehow involved.
Or it could be street drugs. We don't know.
But
I think they sell Viagra on the street
This is
too.
Viagra though in a liquid form, so it's being injected. So it has to come or be made in some sort of facility.
I got a chemical engineering degree. And I had this guy. I'm not gonna say his name. He came to me with a business proposal. It was illegal business proposal, but he wanted me to formulate. Remember when they stopped making what is it, hydrocodone? You couldn't get it. They was starting to make the synthetic drug. I don't know if you remember that era.
Yeah, I mean, and the hydrocodone is a narcotic, so
yeah, a lot of times these the street pharmacists, if they're big into the street pharmacy, they will find a chemist or someone that to formulate the drug for them. So it's not necessarily have to be involved with, I guess, a big pharmaceutical company.
You still need all of those. You need a proper facility or a proper, place.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Like, they got makeshift labs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you need some place to do that. So even if it's in your home, people, you're gonna have to start buying certain things. You're just not gonna take out a pot and a spoon. Like,
well, and a lot of those chemicals. When he came to me with that proposal, a lot of the chemicals he was talking about buying, you could find it in China and it could be shipped over here.
Yeah, but still, that's trackable, which I think is crazy that people do, because there's a manifest that comes, with your stuff when it comes from China.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could put the two and two together, but if they're being made, if you were buying it a la carte, maybe not.
Yeah,
I'm not for sure.
You're still gonna need There still needs to be some type of environment set up to do this. And even if they did it in a home, it was set up and they had to buy all of these supplies. I would say in bulk, because you wouldn't want to continuously be buying, you know what I'm saying? Because that would be a red flag. But I am interested to see where they take that portion. I guarantee you they're going after whoever did that. Whoever
wherever their drug supply.
Yeah, the supply.
That's if he gives it up.
He may not have to give it up because the person who was the alleged what do you call him?
Facilitator,
the groomer, or the person that was interviewing all.
Yeah, the coordinator, the facilitator. He brought everybody in. Yeah,
he may do it. because he may want to lessen his time. They say they got them from 1992
Yeah, all the way to
to
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going down for that. That's insane. Okay.
Engage in. Additionally, the indictment alleges on more than one occasion when men did not or could not consent, Jeffries and Smith violated the bodily integrity of these men by subjecting them or continuing to subject them to invasive sexual and violent contact by body parts and other objects. As alleged in the indictment, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson didn't just carry this activity on for a couple of occasions. Their sex trafficking and prostitution enterprise lasted at least from the end of 2008 until early 2015. During that period, the defendants hired dozens of men and transported them to New York and around the globe. They spent millions of dollars on a massive infrastructure to support this operation and maintain its secrecy. This included hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash for commercial sex, prolific amounts of money for staff to run the sex events, money for domestic travel, international travel, hotel rooms, services from a security company, and Jacobson's salary, among other things. Now, this investigation remains ongoing. Although there are 15 John Does identified as victims in this indictment, this interstate prostitution venture encompassed dozens and dozens of men. And I encourage anyone with information about this case, including anyone who was a victim of the defendant's alleged crimes, to contact the FBI. 1-800-CALL-FBI. Now, I want to thank the victims.
It's just a funny
who have
name.
already
Why the number
1-800-CALL.
sound fake?
for sharing
Wait a minute.
this.
Why the number sound fake?
Right, 1-800-CALL FBI. That's just like weird.
I'm sitting here like,
What?
I'm
For real?
finna call the Busby dude because he got a better number than that. I don't trust that.
I don't trust the 1-800-CALL FBI. For real.
1-800-CALL FBI. If I was to go out and tell somebody that, they would look at me like, she playing, and
She playing.
absolutely not.
But it doesn't have 1-800-CALL. Oh yeah, it does have enough letters in it. Call
Yeah, but
FBI.
still, it's just odd. Like, what?
Anyway.
I would have just gave the number. Just put the number at the bottom, because absolutely not. Don't say that, because people are gonna be
People are
like,
not gonna believe you.
yeah, like this can't be the number.
They said 1-800-CALL FBI.
Yeah, like if I had known it was that easy, I would have just did it yesterday. Like, what?
Exactly.
This is insane.
So they
But
created a hotline for him.
this is crazy.
Did they create a hotline for Diddy? I don't remember him saying the hotline on his.
Yeah, the Busby dude had an 800 number. That
No,
he
I'm talking about Damian Williams, the
No,
DA.
no.
Okay.
He didn't listen. He's finer and smarter. He's the 2.0 version. This is the older version.
Okay.
Yeah, Damien is the 2.0. He's the
Okay.
younger version.
He's
So
the
he
younger
absolutely
version.
not. He looked at that number and was like, I ain't finna go on there and say. He was like, absolutely not. Even I feel like that's fake. He probably was like, oh no, absolutely not. I'm not saying that.
That's too funny.
And so, wow, like, so give me your thoughts. What are you thinking? How
This
is it sounding?
This is crazy.
Let me
It
tell
does sound like it's linked to Diddy. Maybe they had joining parties. It would be. I would not be surprised if they had parties together.
I'm finna show y'all a picture of this Jeffries dude. Brace yourself.
Oh, I seen him. He looked like he's a plastic nightmare.
Brace yourself. Where is his picture?
I think they're popping up if you like go down.
Okay, hold on.
They don't
Oh,
have
he's
a
back.
picture of it.
I hate it. Was on it when I look at it. you know when you look at it, they have like a thumbnail thing,
Yeah.
and so you can see him. But hold on,
This is one.
hold on.
If you want.
You
Okay.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take this down. I'll take mine down. Go ahead. Yeah, that's him.
You
He
see
looks
it?
look. He looks
He looks
like he
crazy,
tried to
man.
make himself into a Ken doll.
Yeah, yeah. Like he got
It
the.
looks like Q said that's the number to Shanae's fun line. I'm done. I'm done with you, Q. But yeah, like look, this okay, so this is the man. And he actually looked older in the picture that I have. He got I don't know
Oh,
who this,
he
but
looks
it
older.
says him and his partner. Like that to me is insane. These sound so similar. Is this where Diddy got the blueprint?
Well, he was doing it longer than him. That's for
And it was
sure.
before, it was like 1992. So,
Mhm.
Diddy really popped off in 2000. So,
Mhm.
is this where he got the blueprint print? Was
Maybe
he
so.
attending these parties before?
Mhm.
What you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, was he attending these parties before he got
I don't know. I know remember that one for now this is Diddy, that one individual we didn't cover it on our show, but I talked about it on my other show. She claimed that Diddy assaulted her, right? And he was with Kim. She
Oh,
was like a fashion designer or
uh-huh.
trying to break in the fashion industry.
Right.
And he befriended her and started doing like sexual deviant stuff towards her.
Wow.
But he met her at like a fashion
Let me
party.
tell fans Diddy was responsible.
Uh-huh.
He met her at a fashion party.
Oh, wow.
So we can't put it past him. Maybe, Diddy does know this guy. Look, we conjured up a whole story on
Child,
our next rumor. We're going to have to start a rumor report.
I ain't
On a
gonna say we
rumor
stalking
report.
him.
Rumor report.
Jesus.
But you can link them together.
Listen,
Allegedly.
I'm just asking, is this where Diddy got the blueprint?
Maybe
Because
so.
it
Maybe so.
sounded like the same
It's the
story.
same thing. He drugging the individuals, flying them out, and still paying them.
I'm just saying. He said this infrastructure was in the hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
That is crazy.
I don't know. Have you watched Sounds of Freedom?
When did it come out? That title sounds familiar.
It came out last year, but it talks about the sex trafficking ring. It's based off a true story where the guy from Homeland Security actually went out after sex traffickers.
And what platform could I watch it on? Something?
I
Sounds of
think
Freedom. You said
I think it's on Prime now. If you
okay. I have
look
Prime.
up, I think it's on Prime.
Okay, I have Prime.
But
So
it's with I think his name is James Caviezel.
okay,
It's either
James Caviezel. Okay, I know.
James Caviezel. So he's the starring, or the lead actor. But what I was getting at is, they were saying that drugs is like one and done.
Mhm.
You got to keep on getting a product, re-up and selling it. So it's one and done. But sex trafficking, it's you have a product and you use it over and over and over again. It's like almost an unlimited amount of money you could make off of one person.
Wow.
So people tend to, like, if you're in that space,
I agree with
people
what
tend
you were
to.
saying here. Okay, let's be real. Filthy rich people are filthy minded individuals because they got the money. They act on what many dream of doing. That's an extreme perversion.
I remember that. I love it. Jim
Okay.
Caviezel. What'd you call it? Caviezel.
Caviezel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought his name
But
was pronounced Caviezel.
It's Caviezel. But yeah,
You say tomato, I say tomato.
that's about it. But wow, that's this right here. This right here. This right here.
Ain't that crazy?
And listen, but we all knew that other things were going to be coming. I don't know that we expected this. Like I didn't. I didn't expect them to say the dates from 92, which was before. I'm just asking.
Was he the
Did he
trainer of
allegedly
Diddy?
did he give up these people?
It's just,
Allegedly?
if you really think about it, that's a small world. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't know each other or didn't have
Well, listen, I'm
contact
telling
with
you
each
because
other.
he had Sean John.
Oh, Abercrombie?
No, I'm saying P. Diddy had Sean John.
Oh yeah, he was in the fashion industry.
So
That's what I'm saying. Like
they
he was in the
absolutely. So
fashion
that's what I'm
industry.
saying. Is this where
He gets
that's
all
the
his.
blueprint? Is
Well,
he?
we
Are we
can't deny
seeing
Clive Davis. Remember, Clive Davis he don't
right?
even
Are we
remember Sean,
seeing? Are
and they're saying he.
is he leaking information? Are we seeing what's happening? Got it. Listen,
Oh,
that's okay.
that's
He said
juicy.
somebody read it for real with those dates. I'm telling you,
Yeah, girl, you on to something. Look at super producer
baby.
putting a DOTTS together.
Okay, I'm a whole investigator. What you said last night? Said, all these fake investigators out.
Connecting the dots.
Okay, I'm saying he had Sean John during this time.
Yeah.
And he was moving around.
He's leaking.
And he wasn't
Diddy.
in the music industry at that point. He was doing the fashion and music, so he was letting his artists be the artists, and he was doing. Okay, I'm just saying.
Diddy becoming a motor mouth.
Allegedly,
he's leaking that information.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Allegedly. This is a good segue. It's a good
the rest
segue.
of my life behind bars and a possibility to get out.
Possibility of parole.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well that's that. But y'all, we gonna be keeping a close eye on that. Because if I see Diddy anywhere,
Did he do it?
if I see them saying they finna subpoena Diddy for any of this, I'm gonna tell you. That's where I'm be like, I told y'all.
Q out of DFW says somebody read it for real with those dates. For real. Like you went all the way back to 1992.
92. I'm thinking, no, Diddy was not Diddy at that point. He was Sean Combs.
He was Sean.
Sean John.
Yep, he was Sean Combs. Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play this other clip. This clip comes from Gary with the T over at the Ricky Smiley Show. And he's talking about Jamie Foxx is out on a new comedy tour, I believe, where he is officially speaking about his illness. And I'll play the clip and we'll talk about it afterwards. We won't be able to talk while the clip is playing. Okay. All right.
And Jamie tells fans Diddy was responsible for his stroke. Now,
no, Gary, for
Jamie,
real?
They say, according to Jamie, he was poisoned by the former Bad Boy music legend, and it wasn't just a joke. Now, according to MTL, they confirmed that when Jamie uttered those words, fans initially started laughing, but when he did, Jamie looked directly at a fan and gave him that look like, I'm not joking.
Wow.
So they say Jamie Foxx and Diddy were friends for many years, but both men had raunchy parties at their respective Los Angeles mansions. Now they say, but Diddy is no longer friends with Jamie. MTO confirmed that. They say the two men fell out a few years ago over a business deal that went bad. They say Jamie did not elaborate in the special, but why did he poison him? They said he just made the comment, gave the fans a concerned look, and continued on with the comedy show.
Oh,
allegedly.
Wow.
I'm going to put allegedly
Is that going to be out like that special for everyone to see, or is it already out?
I think it's going to be for everybody to see, but people kind of alluding to that, honey, when Jamie was sick. And Jamie tells fans,
baby,
we did
the way I'm
allude
finna
to
be
that.
all over this Netflix release or wherever it's released, I'm finna be on it.
We did allude to that.
Okay, what y'all thinking?
That's some that is crazy.
To me,
I alluded to that. I thought it was either him because he before after he became well, he had that movie that came out, that vampire movie.
mhm.
Uh he I thought, okay, maybe he had an adverse reaction because they was making everybody take the COVID shot.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, well, maybe he had an adverse reaction. And then I thought, okay, well, I know when the guy's
Well,
name?
let me clear up a
Okay.
misconception because I have friends who are actors and who were, filming things during this time.
Mhm.
You didn't have to get the COVID shot, but if
Okay.
you didn't, you had to be tested every day.
Every day. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, go.
And then remember I'll Be Sure came out with his statement, and I was like, "Oh, I remember Diddy and Jamie Foxx used to say they partied together. Don't know if they
There was a
partied to that
story.
extent."
There was a story
Okay.
that I think it was Diddy's neighbor told about the naked basketball games in the back of Diddy's
Diddy's house?
house.
Naked
And
basketball games. Like just men on the court playing naked. See, when you say you ruining my childhood, I love Jamie Foxx. I really love Jamie Foxx. So now I can't picture him.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna get a whole bunch of backlash.
Okay.
But get in these comments and go off because I don't care.
Okay.
I like Jamie Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
Very ticked off that he's always dating white women. Very ticked off.
Okay. Okay.
So like I said, love his singing, love
Mm-hmm.
his shows. Very ticked off at that. So for me, you got what you got because you played in the arenas that you played in.
Okay.
Because
So
a
you
black
think
woman would have told you, you better
you
stop going over there. That's crazy. The neighbors told me they be playing naked basketball back there. You better stop going.
so you think because of I thought his first wife was, or not his wife, but the first baby mama was black. I thought she was
And she
black.
was light skinned.
Okay, what's wrong? I'm light skinned. What's wrong with that?
I'm going to say what I said again.
So
And she was light-skinned.
you wait on light skinned people? What is wrong with that? I love all my chocolate people. I ain't
And
gonna hate on
and
chocolate.
I would stand to say that she was more mixed with something else than
Okay,
just, you know,
just a black
just black.
lady or okay.
But after that, he didn't date not another one.
Okay.
And still not.
Well, okay. In Jamie defense, I'm not gonna say that was his cup of tea. Just dating, um, what is it? Outside his race. But remember back in the day, Jamie Foxx was never like a real looker. So maybe black woman was giving him a hard time, and these are the people that accepted him.
Whatever, child. Whatever you want, excuse you want to use for him. I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
If Michael Blackston, well, he even went a foreign
Well,
woman.
well, I think he got a white woman,
He
right?
went
And he
for
getting
no, he went
married
for
to
a woman.
one.
She Asian, I believe.
Oh, and they getting married, right?
I don't know.
I thought they was engaged or they
But
got
Kevin
married or
Hart ain't
whatever.
never did that.
Who?
Kevin Hart.
Well, Aniko, isn't she? Or not Aniko? What's her name?
She's black.
She mixed.
The last one.
Yeah, the one that got all
Well,
the
his
babies.
first one is the only one I care about. She's the only one I recognize, and that's Tori.
Yeah, Tory Black.
Okay, she did definitely all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but anyway, like I said,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a different subject. Maybe we could talk about that.
and we do need
When
to.
black men get money, do they tend to date to the other
Now,
side?
let me tell you something.
Okay.
In the sports arena, it's been rumored,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly, that the NFL players, when they go to the I forgot what they call it. It's like the first day, and they have like a big meeting with the NFL, and they're all in one room. It's alleged that they are told not to date women in their race, and they're actually matched up. The people that don't already have girlfriends are actually matched up
Oh, with somebody?
with white women.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Allegedly now.
Okay, that's
That
kind
that
of
that is what few people have said.
okay. Where
So
did you hear this from? Like, was it other NFL players
I'm
claiming
gonna
this,
try to go
or
back and find the video that
okay?
I watched.
Okay.
And I'll try to have it. But yeah, that it's a typecast, thing in this
Well,
television.
I could see now. I could see like Patrick Mahomes. He married his college sweetheart. She happens to be white, but he's mixed. I could see that.
Q is coming through with the. You are absolutely right, super producer. Thank you. Because I follow sports because I feel like because black people or African Americans, we are heavily depend on sports to get us out. It's like our bridge or our train out of, poverty for some people.
Mhm.
And so I like follow because I hate the way that some of these NFL players squander their money.
Yeah.
Um, some of them are, just and then they have to have all of these people with them. It's like a whole entourage. Man, you didn't have these people around you when you was playing high school football. You didn't have these people around you when you was playing college football. What we doing? If we getting the family out, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But you need to think about you and your family. You out here taking care of the homeboy. He's sitting up in your house every day in the basement playing video games while you out here running, sweating to death on the field. Absolutely not. I think that's insane. So, anyway. And
Are you saying that they say that because it looks better for
yes,
the
it's
image?
it's
Okay.
a better image. In some ways they feel like it keeps the drama down. Just stereotypes.
Stereotype. Okay.
Stereotypes,
Yeah,
basically. And so
I never heard no NFL black women making. I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
I mean, if you
I'm
don't
not
if
for
you don't really
sure.
follow sports like that or,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know
I'm
'cause
not saying that part, but I'm just saying like I haven't heard a NFL player that dated a black woman. Uh, oh, she's drama. I mean, you see stuff like that one
right. I
guy that
think I
got
think that the basketball wives and they did, I don't think they ever had an NFL one, but they had a baseball, one,
okay,
and, I feel like those shows have
kind of put that
yeah, because there's
connotation
been a
on it.
lot of, drama
Okay,
surrounding those types of shows. So
okay.
I feel like that is part of, you know, of it.
Yeah, maybe we could do a show about that and kind of,
Okay.
you know, get
Man, I'm telling
into.
you, I love sports. I watch anything and everything about it. I'm telling you.
Okay,
Pardon the interruption, First Take, Around the Horn. I used to watch all of those shows. Um,
okay.
but so yeah, this is what was said allegedly. Or not said, because as you can see, Gary with the T said, he said what he said, he didn't expound, and he just gave a look.
Like it
And
ain't funny.
yeah, and
Mm.
allegedly, maybe it was because of the deal, the business deal that they were supposed to be getting into together, and for whatever reason, it
Diddy
didn't
didn't
work.
like the terms, so
No, it
he
probably was
wanna.
Jamie Foxx that didn't like the terms. Now, if we
So
know, if we're looking at things with Diddy play out, it's always gonna be his terms.
right,
If you
right.
watch Making the Band, you know it's gonna be his way. he's gonna want you to do it his way. And Jamie Foxx probably was like, no, that that
Doesn't
doesn't
sound like
benefit me.
right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a good business deal for me. And he probably, took the no as disrespect, and here we go with it. But anyway, listen, that's our time today.
Hey, that's
How
our
y'all feel
time.
about it? How we doing? I mean,
This was a heavy show today.
this was
Diddy and
this was
Lil Durk and
that was you.
Diddy and Abercrombie drugging people
Listen, the Abercrombie thing.
since 1992.
Listen, I'm still like,
That's crazy.
please and all. And he said 15 John Does. And then he said call 1-800. No, 1-800 call
Call
FBI.
FBI, yeah.
Who knew? Who knew that it was that simple to get in contact with the FBI?
They created a hotline for them.
But still,
They trying to get more witnesses.
But still, who knew that? Who knew?
They have to have to prove
Call
this. They have to have some type of financial information. Somebody gave them some financials. It can't just be like, oh yeah, Diddy. I mean, not Diddy, but what's his name? Mike Jeffries. He was flying me in and out of town.
I'm asking you, is there some leaking of some information going on?
Well,
in the New York prison.
We probably is somebody singing.
And who is it?
Somebody singing a tune.
I don't know anybody who was moving around in those circles. That's in
besides.
What we doing, Lil Stank? Let us know.
But let me do it. You know how they slide it over. You put your lips through. All you could see is your lips.
If you trying to lessen your time, blink your eyes 3 times next time they put you on camera. You're gonna be sitting at the desk. Okay. Yeah. So listen, that's what's going on. Let's see. Today is what? Oh, Friday. The runaround.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all been feeling about it lately, but I've been feeling pretty good. This week, I hope we end up with some big stories to talk about. It's always fascinating.
It's always something, right?
It's 2 days between then and now. To the rest of today and tomorrow. Who knows? Child, the ceiling might fall in tomorrow, and here they come with some old CEOs and sex traffickers from 1988 to 2000.
That's crazy.
Very specific time frames. 1988 to 1992, because then they're going to let Mike take over.
Not 1988. Well, they put Bill Cosby behind bars. They was talking about it in the 70s.
Telling you now, listen, he's in the movie. He's in the Hollywood. Now they're in moving to fashion.
And, what's music. Next?
So 1988, we looking for 1988 to 1992.
That's gonna be like some type of athletics.
I'm sitting up here like this. I'm sitting up here like,
oh my goodness,
who is that? I'll be like, boy, if they come out with the man or the woman from H&M, I'm gone.
Oh, girl, bye. Because I love me some H&M, and I'm like, dang, I can't buy them no more.
My mama love that store, and she be shopping there for the kids and everything. And
yeah, they have some cute stuff. I think this is from H&M, this top right here.
If I have to go to her and tell her, don't you go to that H&M no more. They might sex traffic you.
Exactly. Girl, they locking people in the dress rooms and don't let them out until it's time to catch the flight.
Listen, so now I'm just waiting to see,
girl, where we going. Is crazy.
From 1992. Where we going? Who next? Listen, I'm finna next on Friday. I'm gonna have the list of CEOs that stepped down after Diddy was indicted, and we're gonna predict what little stank is gonna have people calling 1-800 call FBI next. Because that's insane.
That's crazy.
They ruining our whole entire childhood. They're not gonna leave nothing behind. They're gonna burn it all down. Okay, they're gonna burn it all down. All right. Well, we're out of here for today. It was certainly nice talking
Yeah.
to one of y'all and looking at 63 of y'all.
Right. Like the whole
Please
63
like,
people.
share, and subscribe to
Yeah.
the Shawan Burns on YouTube and Shawan Burns 2.0. That's this channel. Unpopular opinion. I'm all in the queue. Right there at the bottom. I have a show. I'm going to be doing a show this evening. I can't say what time right now. Turn your notifications on. I'm going to pop up on you. This going to be a drive-by. I'm going to pop up.
Okay.
Justin. Okay, Justin. Thank you, Justin. Even though you didn't say nothing.
Justin in the building. Maybe
I'm
they're
gonna
just
pop up.
watching at work. Maybe they got to work.
Yeah,
and
I'm
just
hoping
listening.
so. I so love it to know that you guys are watching us on your morning drive. That is amazing to me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they can't text and drive. They got to remain safe. Come on now.
right. You're right. I'm going to pop up on you today, so just keep your notifications on. On Friday, the trailer that I played, we gonna get into it.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna get into that, and then listen, y'all gonna be sick of me, so I'm gonna take a break for the weekend.
Yeah, and you guys tune in for our business talk program at 1:30 on my other channel, Shawan Burns.
Yes.
So we got a lot to talk about today. It was a whopper yesterday in the news. So
Oh wow.
bring it.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Tiffany Henyard
I will be
tonight, right?
talking about the Tiffany Henyard. I will be talking about the rant that she gave in her office instead of in the boardroom because she was scared to get served with these papers. So she went and got on her live to give her campaign speeches because she was scared she was going to get served again and get embarrassed online. So she went into her office and did it. We're going to talk about it. I downloaded the whole entire thing just in case.
She might delete that. Well, she don't delete
I
stuff.
doubt.
Yeah, she don't delete
She had
stuff.
blocked a whole bunch of folk. So the amazing thing to me is she had 686 people watching her live, right?
Really? Okay.
Listen,
Tiff.
the YouTubers had 1,300
Okay.
people watching their lives, watching her live.
Oh my God.
So when she gets up there and says, people support me, they do. Yes, girl, 686 people do. Because the other 52,000, 152,000, they ain't rocking with it. So we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to get into it. I have prepared some interesting things for you all tonight. Hopefully. I need to get my work done. I need to get off here so I can get my work done. Okay? But
all right.
Y'all tune in to all of the shows. Like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to see y'all on Friday for the runaround.
Okay.